All right, hey guys, what's going on? It's that Home Theater Dude back with a brand new episode. We're here at Insane AV showroom here in Houston, Texas, and today's video is all about Atmos, right? So Atmos, you guys know that it's ubiquitous with movies. You guys have been watching movies with it for the last, what, 4 or 5 years. So now what they're doing is they have Atmos music. It's nothing new. It's been around for a long time, but I figured it's kind of topical because Apple is switching to kind of like an Atmos type of or 3D object based type of system as well. And you know, other music is already being out there with this for years and years. But today's video is all about A Bad Think. What I'm going to be doing is testing a couple of their brand new songs on this system. I've already listened to a couple. It sounds pretty incredible. But I'm gonna let you guys in on the deal. Show some of those demos. You guys can comment down below if you guys like them or not. But it definitely makes all the difference. I've heard several tracks in this theater, and I've heard several tracks in my own theater with something a little bit different that wasn't this specific video. But it's something really, really cool. But we're gonna jump into all that. We're gonna do it right after the intro.
More than this. I won't wait another day. It's taking too long, and my bones are tired. The universe finds a way to guide us through to where we belong. The weight of the world is turning itself apart. Strapped to the wheel, I guess it's my turn to survive.
Well, all right, guys, that's going to be the demo portion of this video, and right now I'm just going to talk about my experience overall. So right here we have this is a pretty impressive system, right? So this is a HTE design room. It's 11.3.10. So if you guys want to experience some Atmos, this is the way to do it. You got HDE design as well as the HDE paneling. You buy the room, you have the equipment, you have the Trinoff processor. That stuff means something. Like, it's not just words on a page. Like, this stuff performs, and it costs a lot for a reason. So I wanted to come out to this space. I really wanted to test out, you know, this Atmos track on a really reference level system. And also, I just moved, so my stuff's not even up and running. So we're out here in Insane AV showroom. We're testing out this system right here, and this is A Bad Think. This is their first track on the song. It's called More Than This. I think that this one has a lot of stuff going on in it, and you really experience, you know, the room itself. You really experience the 3D objects moving around the room. And for me, just listening to it, a lot of the times it was as if the room was changing shape. So if you can kind of visualize that, like, think of like whenever you're listening to something and you hear it left and right of you, you also hear stuff in front of you. But whenever it really goes into that 3D object-based stuff, and whenever it really gets kind of like cerebral, it kind of just shapes to like kind of like a dome. And I was looking where I heard most of the songs or most of the different objects. There wasn't even a speaker there. So that's what Atmos is all about. You don't necessarily need to have a speaker in an exact location to experience the 3D object-based sound. That's the whole reason to have it. Think about how whenever you're listening to hi-fi music, right? You have resolution. You have you can't just pick up your phone and experience Bluetooth music and think that it's hi-fi or high res. The more resolution you get in there, the more speakers you get in a room, the better the recreation of sound is going to be. So I really think that this is a great space to entertain this CD. And let's go to number 5 real quick. I'm getting a lot of like mid 90s vibes, kind of like U2, maybe like late 80s in this CD. Maybe that was like some of the influence in there. But I really like the sound on this one. There was a specific spot right in this part of the room where I really heard things just moving back and forth. So you would hear, and even if you're looking right back here, they have 2.0, they have 5.1, they have Dolby Atmos. So I've heard, 5.1 mixes that are, music that is supposed to be surround sound, right? That's not the exact same thing. So if you want to, you can press the 5.1 on here. Just don't do it. But you can press the 5.1 on here, and then you can experience what that is like. Whenever you go to Atmos, though, it's like soup. You thicken up the soup. Everything just gets that much more thicker. Everything just gets that much more real. And it's not just, oh, here's the sound over here. Here's the sound over here. It's sounds that move around the space without actually you looking at an area and noticing that there's a speaker there. So that's the biggest thing. We also played this in the 2.0 in their high res with 24 bits, 96 kilohertz. It goes hand in hand with the same thing I've been saying. Like you can have 2-channel audio that sounds incredible. You can have a 5.1 mix that sounds incredible. But really, whenever you do Atmos, it makes all the difference, guys. If you guys haven't tried it out yet, I highly recommend checking things out. I remember on my journey, the very first time I heard Atmos was Guardians of the Galaxy 2 at the Dolby Atmos Theater in Arlington, Texas. I was freaking floored, and after that, I picked up the phone, started looking at for different products, and I started making my own Dolby Atmos system right then and there. So that's basically been the journey, and I really have a really soft spot for this type of format, this 3D object-based type of system, because I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys 3 years later about all this stuff. I've learned all kinds of different tips and tricks along the way. Got my hands on a lot of gear, and I get to play with all this stuff all day long. These are my toys. This is my playground. So this isn't my system, but this is like what we do on a daily basis. So I really appreciate A Bad Thing for making this CD. I think it's really cool. They're with Immersive Audio. If you guys want to check out the website, I'll leave it right down here. You guys can buy this CD. They'll send you either the files or they'll even send you the disc itself, whichever one you guys like the most. I have lossless on my iPad, as well as I have the discs to play whenever I want. So whichever one's at that media that you consume the most, they have it for you. And I highly recommend checking these things out. If this music isn't for you, there's going to be something else out there. I've heard INXS, which is a huge 80s band, but I've heard some of their songs that are coded in Atmos, or not really coded in Atmos, but are Atmos tracks. It'll take you back. It'll take you down memory lane. But that's all I got for you guys. Really appreciate you for watching. And if you guys want to grab this stuff, I'll leave the links down in the description as well. I don't make any money off of this. They didn't pay me to do any of these videos. I'm not, again, I don't get paid to do videos. But these are my own words, and it's not something that these guys are paying me to do. The only trade-off is I get to use this music whenever I want, copyright free. So I get to play the tracks front to back and let you guys hear different speakers and different rooms and different systems. That was basically the agreement. So hope you guys like this video. Got nothing else for you. Check you next time. Dope! I was on a roll, but I started sweating.
Man, it was something you said, and I'm like, and I'm like, oh my god, because you're gonna get mad.